There's actually a company called Helium, and they created a completely separated internet network. That's completely separated from every centralized system. And it's like, you know, we call it Wi-Fi, we call it MIMO. It's a whole different type of signal thing.
What?
I don't even know how to explain it because I just found out about it.
That's kind of crazy. No, I kind of get what you're saying. See,
A decentralized internet.
So the big question, if they wanted to turn it off, could they?
No. And that's the interesting thing. No. So I learned this through my journey in crypto. The internet, it's like more than 95% of the internet is actually cables. They're like
underwater sea cables.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's essentially what connects us all to each other around the world. It's a very small percentage that's actually like, you know, the satellites or things that are floating around.
Right.
So what they've done is they've utilized that system. And here's the other layer. We only experience about 5 to 10% of the internet. Actually, it's less, like 5% of the internet is what we experience. So Google, Instagram, like Zoom, all the things that the mainstream tools that we use, it's a very small part of what actually makes up all those cable highways.
So what's the rest?
So the rest, every device has an IP address, right? Your phone, your computer, everything has it's like a thumbprint. It's very unique to you. And it's very specific to your location too. So whenever you connect your device to that highway, you become a point of transaction. You become a point of information. So there's nobody controlling that. When you connect to the internet, you can technically connect to my computer directly from your computer. You don't have to go to Instagram or to any of those platforms to be able to connect with each other. We just do it because they've built.
They've created like it's like they built one road and that's the road we're on, and we could just go on any of the other roads kind of thing.
You've been able to do that forever, but you know, you have to be a hacker or like know what to do with coding. So crypto has facilitated that. That's what crypto is utilizing. It's using that 95% of the internet that they can't control, which is just the peer-to-peer networking. And so that's what this Helium company did. They're utilizing that highway and creating these nodes, which is like little computers that then emit a signal. And the type of signal too is really interesting. It's not like it's not a bad signal, or at least I know they're trying to make it like a healthier signal for Wi-Fi. But you gotta transition somehow, right? You gotta get into the game somehow. So that's how they're playing the game. They're hey, we're gonna create these nodes around the US and around big cities, and if there's enough of them, then you can connect to it. But it's a whole separate system from like Comcast or Cox or any of those big, internet providing companies.
Wow. I hope whoever the guy who started that thing has a security team. Seriously, man, because that's next level. And you did a really good job of explaining that. Like I'm not a geek on like tech, and like that laid it out for me pretty good.
Well, if you guys want to hear more, make sure you take my course.
that was
my
good.
Plug. But yeah, I've tried. I've been in a decade in the industry, so I've tried to over the years create the analogies and create the ways to explain it. I think it was Einstein that said, "If you can't simply explain it, you don't know it well enough." So make sure you can.
Yeah.